Everyone watch this video on earthquakes. Now, I was there when this happened.
How are you there?
I was in Northern California when this earthquake hit.
That's
It was
so
a big
bad.
mess. All the phones were out. There were no cell phones. Well, cell phones weren't common back then. And so the phone networks went down because they were overloaded with people calling to see if you were safe. From this video, the 10,000 people are killed every year in an earthquake. That's worldwide. Okay, now how are they killed in an earthquake? Anybody know?
The structure's falling on them.
Exactly. When I was a kid, I thought that earthquakes killed people by the ground opening up and you falling in. But almost all the deaths from earthquakes are from buildings falling on. There's other reasons as well, but most of them are from buildings falling on. So your quest is to design a structure that absorbs energy so that it doesn't fall down. And we're going to use these marshmallows.
Are we limited to an amount of marshmallows?
No.
Can I open these? I open this.
Yeah, okay.
He's just gonna want to eat them. What about me?
But I'm not going to eat them yet.
You're not. I opened the toothpick.
There's my bottle
This is
layout.
telling. I pass these out and automatically Rico starts arranging them in order. Okay, here's more marshmallows. Start with the marshmallows you've got. If you need more marshmallows, there's more here. I'm going to pass out some
I need quite a bit.
toothpicks. So build the structure, and then we're going to shake the table and see how well the structure stands up. Oh, that looks great. It looks very stable, but you remember, we got to make them taller.
How do you like my third story? I'm building one story at a time. Then I'll connect them all at the end.
Why are there tall buildings in cities? Because real estate is so expensive in big cities like New York and like Hong Kong, San Francisco. Real estate is so expensive that the only direction you can build is up. Let's talk a little bit more about earthquakes. Anybody can tell me what causes earthquakes?
When plates are pushed together.
Lana is right. What happens when an earthquake happens underneath the ocean?
It makes tsunamis.
It makes tsunamis. So that's another cause of loss of life due to earthquakes. Now when designing your building, remember in designing anything, there's always trade-offs. You can't make a perfect anything. All you can do is trade some qualities for other qualities. And I'm seeing different strategies happening here. And we're going to talk about the trade-offs that were made in these strategies. After all this is over, I'm going to have to try this myself and see how well I do.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because I'm not sure I'd do much better. We're dealing with some really poor materials.
You are beautiful.
I really like the strategy that Vash is taking here. I do like the
That's basically
symmetry that he's dealing with.
That's
Vash, I'm very fascinated by your approach here, except for one thing. It's not 3 stories tall. Remember, availability of materials is a factor that you have to consider when building something.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you build something, you have to consider what materials are available and how much. So we've got a limited amount of toothpicks here. You've got to take that into consideration in your design. Okay, guys, wrap it up because Vash, I like how you're adding to it. I was hoping that was the direction you were going to take, that you were going to build to the bottom instead of the top.
How are you making that, Rico?
So, Vash, what do you have?
A triangle.
Good.
I have the wizard's home.
Ha! It's got a name.
Mine has a name too. I
Okay.
have triangle-shaped houses, and I failed at it. But this unicorn, I failed too. This is a triangle house,
Huh?
but I failed at it.
Okay.
Fail.
Devin, what do you have?
Well, mine will be named after my Lego team named Moon Defender.
Okay.
Okay. Mine is a basic square, like center, and this here, and then I have triangle supports on every corner.
Yours is massive. Montana, what do you have?
This is my tilted building. If I made it super long and round, it would have been the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
Leaning Tower of Pizza. Fabulous. Delicious.
Okay, mine has a name, and its name is I am definitely going to fall if an earthquake comes, and I predict that there is going to be an earthquake very soon.
We've got a couple of really different design strategies here. What Rico has is a large surface area to give it stability, but there's a disadvantage to that. Remember, they build buildings really tall because real estate's really expensive. So it's a more expensive design because it takes up all that floor space. Vash over here has a really interesting choice that he's going narrower at the top, which makes it more stable, but now you don't have as much space inside for people to have offices and living spaces like that.
Well,
So,
it's only one wizard. So.
but that's good. I mean, remember, in design, everything's a trade-off. You trade one advantage for another advantage. You accept one disadvantage to get rid of a different disadvantage. Is everyone following me on that?
Yeah.
These are both equally valid. They're both good for their reasons. They're just taking a different approach to the problem. And that's what all design does. So can everyone say that together with me? That designs involve trade-offs.
Designs involve trade-offs.
Everyone back away from the table.
My price is 0, 2, 1. Mine is.
Wow. Those are holding up pretty good. This is,
Building.
Hey, let me tell you something, Brett.
that is working really well, guys. Proportionally, this would be a massive, huge, major earthquake. Everyone's creation held up to an earthquake really well.
They'll survive an earthquake, but they won't survive us.
They survived an earthquake, but they were demolished by giant monsters.